guys, Dak79 here. I'm about to start work on the torso. I was saying I was going to just build the legs, get the stilts in and start working on them. Here they are, I'm working on. But I've come to the conclusion I've got to build all these big chunky parts because I've got to work out how they slot together and how the arms are going to work. I'm trying to make it all as light as possible, so it's EVA foam and Foamboard. I have been working very hard on the PEP files, and by using that 3D model I have, that I got off Thingiverse, I have gone through and I have created all the templates that I need right here. So this is the power loader. That's the power loader, and that's all the bits that I've done. I keep all my plans while I'm making it, just in case I've got to revisit anything. As you can hear in the background, I am 3D printing the torso and the tail part because I need to actually have something physically to hold. That's what's really helped with this costume. It's these hip parts and thighs, building this and having it in your hand, realising I had a piece missing, so I managed to add that in. You know, it's very, very useful. So on that note, on my site I will be putting all this. I'm not going to put them out ahead of the build. So as I'm building them, I will upload them. I'm not going to upload all this slot to my site quite yet because I know that somebody out there who's got plenty of time on their hands will probably rush ahead and build one in front of me. And that would be very disappointing to do all this hard work and then someone builds it before me. And then turns up at the same Comic-Con, enters the masquerade and wins. I know your type. I haven't got a lot of room for this. This is a big build. What's the phrase? Go big or go home? So what I've decided is to start building the torso. Now, originally I was going to start on the back, but then I've realised can't really start on this until I've got this made. So here's a seat cover. So I'm going to basically cut these sections out of EVA foam, 2 bits of rectangular batten, and then using the same method it is for the legs, for the pads would be these. It's all going to be black. So I'm going to do that. You can see here, this here is the back panel, cutting these little sections out, these little sections here. So go around the PEP file that I've uploaded, stick them together, like so. Cut them out. Like so. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always label them. 1. That's the top. We'll call it 1. That's the bottom, just in case. So that's that bit. Ah, I've done it backwards. That's actually that side then. Yeah, you've got to remember when you're doing things to get your pattern the right way around. Luckily with this it's symmetrical, so if I do make a mistake one time, I can always move it to the other side. I've got this headrest, these metal bars, and this block on the back. So, I need some sort of thing. I was thinking about a couple of battens for the back, but I've just been on a charity shop run, found some clamps for my stilts. That's a different video. But what I did find was this little rucksack, little tiny rucksack. And the thing about it is, it has some metal bars, which ironically look exactly the same as the headrest. Hang on, there we go, so you can sort of see it like that. And what's even better is it has a metal frame inside the bag. So I'm going to strip all this material off the bag. I'm going to strip all the material off the bag and use this to attach to the rest of the stuff to build the seat. Let's see how that goes. As you can see, the back of it is now building up quite well. As I say, I'm just following that pattern, the pet file, just building away. I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks. So when I'm building the panels, I'm looking at the pet file and finding them, cutting them out, sticking them together. Any areas that have got holes in now, leave them until afterwards. You can cut them out afterwards because you might be able to stick onto them, which is what I do most of the time. Now, when you're putting these panels on, the good thing about having a 3D model is you can kind of see how it should be sitting. And then what I've done is I've cut out lots of different angles. These are all my little pieces. As you can see, they're all at different angles. See? Can you see that? By having a set of these all at different angles, I can then, when I'm cutting my foam out, I can hold them against each other and go, oh yeah, that works well. That don't work. Oh, there's a good angle, you see. Look at that, see? Now I can go look at that and go, okay. And then get my knife and cut it. I've already spotted that this one here is the best angle for me. So when I cut this out of foam, I'll put the foam down now, use this as my sort of template for cutting, and then I'll stick it on with the, I'm using the adhesive at the moment, the liquid adhesive, and then I'm glue gunning inside to strengthen it. But it's coming together quite well. Don't know where I'm going to put this thing once I've built it, but it's going quite well. So if you go to the file that's on my site, I've already worked out this section here, made a blueprint, and then there you go. This is just a bit of hardboard for now, and the idea is I'm going to build using this as the main template. So my head will be here, and across here and here there's going to be like a seat belt. So I'll put a link on the site. I've got a nice cheap and cheerful go-kart quick release. It's a five point seat belt, this. I couldn't find a 4, but it's dead simple. You just don't clip one in. So I've got the seat belt. Another thing that I thought was quite funny is I always just presumed the seat belt was black. It's blue. So blue and yellow, it's going to look wicked, this costume. So here's my model that I've been using, and here is the EVA foam shell. And before I can put the front on, there's a few little things. Now, here's what the inside looks like. It's empty at the moment. Got to take advantage of that. Now, in here, I'm trying to work out, when I'm sat in it, I need to have the arms. I need them to move. So actually, there's a guy on Instagram there's one other person I found who's made one of these that seems to work. And I've watched this little video over and over again. In fact, I'll insert the video now for you to see. And this is some girl moving the arms around, and I've been watching it over and over. And then I went and saw a little friend of mine, he's bigger than me, called Rick. And he had loads of junk in his garage. Had a rummage and found some bits. And what it is, I have done the same thing as this video. So I've taken a piece of piping. I've got these, actually I bought these bits from B&Q, these ones, because I needed them bigger. I've cut a slant in here. That goes into there. Goes into there. I put a pin through it to here. Washer. Standard nut for now, so I can get it on and off. Once I know it works, I will put some of those nuts on that don't come undone, the rubber in them. And this now moves. So I can have two arms that go up and down all together. Obviously I need to keep the bar steady. So I found these little bits of plastic, once again, things I'm finding. And it's a very tight fit on here, so I'm going to have to sand out the inside of these now. Get these onto this pipe, it's one either side. And the idea is, I've drawn a hole. That then goes into there, boop, one either side. It screws on to the foam. Obviously the foam will get damaged. So another friend of mine, Troy, has given me loads of these Mio stand things from an old shop. They're plastic. See, basically I'll take anything from Skips. Skip stuff's great. So I'm going to put a piece of this in either side, inside to strengthen it. So one there, one there. I'm going to cut a hole out big enough for this to go through. And then I sand out the inside, get the pipe in. Once that pipe's in there, I then got to build a structure inside to strengthen the thing, to go onto the bit of wood before I can put the seat on it. That's the master plan, what I did. Anyway, I got the axle in there. So I've got the arms in, and I put some extra bars in here. I don't know if you can see it, there's one. Extra bars in to make it stronger, to hold it together. Now, I was umming and erring about closing it up because I've got to put a seat on it, but I've decided what I'm going to do. I need to cut corners, I need to do as much as possible. So I've measured between where the top is, where the light is, 6 wide. So I'm just going to basically fill this with 6 bits of foam. Then I'm going to put my piece of wood on the front, and hopefully there'll be enough there to be able to screw on the ports for the frame. So once again, they've got the cage going over and all that, but that's later on. But basically, the basic body of the powerlifter is done. So there it is. And I got the seat, you see? Goes like that. See that? There. You see that? So I still may need a way of attaching that on the inside. Like that. Yeah, like that. Okay, so it's DAX 79. I'm probably going to leave this video here because I've got so many parts about it, and I want to get the blueprints up for you guys as well. So that's basically that part built. So come back for more. I got more videos. Will I do the arm? Left and right arms? Will I do the cage? Who knows? But come back for more. That's 79 now.